We are near.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday over Beverley. Keeps it alive. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's the fast break. Leonard with no one around. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the jumper is good.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Giannis against Leonard. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Now here's Giannis. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The pass to Holiday. And the shot is good.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Beverley, the pass to Morris. To the paint. Zubac kicks to Morris. Leonard against Middleton. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Middleton looking it over. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Tucker. There's the triple. Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. The putback. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Bucks trail by 6. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Middleton left side. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to man. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum trying to break loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Forbes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
5 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got 5.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
And so it's Los Angeles in. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Holiday against Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Jackson. The pass to man. Outside for Jackson. Kennard against DiVincenzo. Here's Batum. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Holiday. Over Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Morris passes to Kennard. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. The 3. Kennard's shot is off. Bucks trail by 13. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Kennard. Following the bucket by the Bucks. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee up the floor. Here's Holiday. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Holiday's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Morris outside. Pass to Kennard. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo against Kennard. Rebounded by Tucker. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. DiVincenzo against Kennard. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. And Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Batum. They lead by 7. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And he slams it one-handed.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Morris. It's tipped. Takes a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis kicks it to Tucker. On the wing, DiVincenzo. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. You could see the daggers in there. And that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now, here's George. He's guarded close. Stolen by Middleton. And to Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
Clippers leading by 5. George passes to Zubac. Tries from the block. And Cousins puts it back in.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Leonard against Giannis. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Leonard dishes to Cousins. Back to Leonard.
So smooth.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And that one's good. Beverly.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Giannis up top. He's covered by Leonard. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Beverly. Back to Leonard. And that one drops. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. And George kicks to Zubats. George looking around. Passes it to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. George double-teamed. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubats.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's good. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo against George. Middleton outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Now Leonard. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. Now Jackson. After Chris Middleton missed from long range. And the basket by Jackson.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Now here is Holiday. Tucker finds DiVincenzo. His shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good from long range.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. And the pass to Kennard. Out to Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Holiday. And it's good for two.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Jackson against Holiday. Pass to Tucker. And here is DiVincenzo. For three, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Lets it go from 14. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket for Middleton.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now, here's Kennard. Misses the three.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Middleton on the wing. Kennard covering. A clear look here for Middleton. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Beverley with the ball. Leonard looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. Shoots the three. And it's Beverley missing.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Beverley. On his Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Pass to Zubac, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And then jammed down as he goes. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hammering it in.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton on the wing to tie it up. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Outside, George. Here's Leonard, And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Giannis passes to Lopez. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by George. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Beverly finds Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Leonard attacking. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
From outside the arc, Lopez kicks to Middleton. Clock at 6. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turn.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. That's a look at our setting tonight. And before,
Hey, Kevin.
terrific. David, thanks. So the next starting 5. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harden. Durant's got the opening field goal of the game for Brooklyn. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Offensive rebound. Brown. Harden outside. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. With the teardrop. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Harris.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Outside Holiday. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris against Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Brown finds Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now, here is Irving. The drive by KD, and the shot goes in.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Luau Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here is Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here is Forbes. Middleton right side. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. That one off the back iron and out. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Forbes. Back to Connaughton. Middleton outside. No one near him. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Irving passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Inside, and he jams it with authority.
Well, you love the unselfish nature of Kyrie Irving. He understands it's his job to make the guys around him feel good and find them in their sweet spots.
Here is Forbes. Tucker finds Portis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Tucker. To the middle. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Luwawu, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Milwaukee. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to fix.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Irving. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Connaughton kicks to Holiday. Pass to Portis. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. The kick out to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Portis in the post, working on Green, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And the Nets also making a change. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Now here's Dinwiddie. Passes to Claxton. In the corner, it's Harris. Down low, Dinwiddie. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Holiday, here we go.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Irving with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Frames the three-pointer.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside Holiday. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Milwaukee has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Now here's DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie with the steal. Harris finds Irving. They kick it out to Green. Dinwiddie wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Connaughton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Drew Holiday. .133 left here in the second. Harden the pass to KD. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now, here is Harden. Kicks to KD. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from James Harden.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's DiVincenzo. There's the pass to Forbes. For 3. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. The wide open look for Durant. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Giannis against Durant. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Bucks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Left side, KD with 1 on the clock. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. The shot will not fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. And here is DiVincenzo. And yes, it's good. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here is Harden. Jordan dishes to Harris. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 9.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Holiday goes in, and Holiday throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Durant in the corner. 6 to shoot for the lead. They get it back. Count it, and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Pass to Dinwiddie. We've got 1:08 left in the third.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Middleton right side.
Hey, who's watching them?
Shoots. Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Irving against Holiday. Irving, good. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Fires from deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. Shoots over Tucker. And the baseline jumper, no good. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor for the Nets, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the guard position.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Brown, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Brown. Brooklyn trailing. Irving looking over the floor. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Giannis. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Unable to get that one. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Griffin sends it back. And here comes the break. Outside for KD. Over Middleton. And the Nets miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's KD. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And he knocks down the first one.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Irving against Holiday. Looking to get back on track here. Griffin passes to Harden. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Moving it up. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lopez. It's good on the putback.
Doesn't matter what point of the game. Stress, pressure, Brook Lopez makes it anyway.
DiVincenzo against Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Giannis throws it down.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. For three, Durant. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Middleton on the wing. Guarded by KD. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Harden's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Back to Holiday. Stolen by Durant. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The putback. That's good.
Absolutely fearless. Deep.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Left side, Collins. Pass to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Over Collins. 5 to shoot. He's off on that one, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Collins wide open, he fires. No good on the three. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton for three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Covington finds Collins. Here's Covington. Lillard outside. From downtown. No good. Shot missing. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Outside Collins. Out left to the wing. Holiday against Lillard. Lets it go with the three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bobby Portis is checked in for Brook Lopez. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Simons in for Robert Covington.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
They need this one, and Anthony sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Portis can't get it to go. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Zach Collins. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Powell.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Milwaukee's shooting their first free throw this game. Portland leading. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's McCollum with the drive. The shot, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. There's the lob to Portis. That gives them the lead.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now here's Anthony. There's the three. Rebounded by Tucker.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Kicks it down to Middleton. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. And they're on the break. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Bucks trail. Here is Forbes. 27 seconds left in the first. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. And the basket by Jones.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Connaughton.
Oh, you see that?
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Jones for three, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
They've got Brook Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in it with the two-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. A three from McCollum. He can't get that one.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Count it. Good. Lopez has got the lead up to three now for the Bucks.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
McCollum against Holiday. Deep two from Anthony. Tips it, and Cantor able to finish.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Holiday surveying the floor. Lopez passes to Holiday. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Just two to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's Lillard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Collins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. Here's DiVincenzo. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lillard against Holiday. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Timeout.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Forbes. Lillard with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here is Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Holiday with it. He feeds it to Giannis. Off the left rim and out. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. Portland trailing here. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Powell, no one around him. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Forbes. Offline with his three. The Trailblazers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Back to Holiday. And the first half comes to a close in a tie. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. For the lead, Lillard outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Lillard's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Holiday, no one around him. They get it again. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. Here's Nurkic. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, no good.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Here's DiVincenzo. Portland making their last shot.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. McCollum comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
Look, he's showing he can get it done on the drive. Lopez is solid at knowing when to penetrate.
Now McCollum, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Jones kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Bucks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. And that one, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
1:15 left to play in the third. Middleton on the wing. Cloak loose. And it's McCollum off the drive. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Here's DiVincenzo.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Passes it to Jones. Clock at 6. Out to Anthony. Plenty of space. And again, it's Portland converting.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Pass to Tucker. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Jones. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for Portland. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's McCollum. He can't get that one to fall.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
McCollum against Holiday. On the wing, Jones. Inside, here's Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Giannis. Holiday. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And they're moving it up. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Taken away by Holiday. And they're pushing it up. Here's Portis. And Jones sends it back. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. The pass to McCollum. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead. He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Canner. Shoots over Portis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 4. There's the lob, and Kumbo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Yusuf Nurkic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just throwing them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Two free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Good on the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Middleton left side. Front pass the arc. Lopez finds Holiday. And here's Giannis. Over Lillard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Rebound by Nurkic.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Can't waste any time here.
You're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Holiday against Lillard. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Collins trying to break free. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. A true thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Now here's Antetokounmpo. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
Here's Holiday. Middleton for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And that one's good. Leonard.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Middleton. Launches it. It's hauled in by Beverly. Holiday against Leonard. And there's the pass to Beverly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
In the corner, Middleton with it.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's George after the basket by Milwaukee. Morris, left side. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, George. That one, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now, here is Morris. Nobody near Leonard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now, you wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
Outside Holiday. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got his second basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Morris for 3. Stolen by Holiday. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Down low, stolen by Zubac. Morris against Holiday. Pass to Leonard. Over Middleton. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Giannis. Pass to Middleton over Morris. Offensive rebound.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Beverly against DiVincenzo. Now the pass to George. To the middle. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Misses in close.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Feeds to Morris. Pass to Zubac. George looking over the floor. Taken away by Holiday. He could go. The shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Milwaukee on. And recently on the subject of trash talking.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Jackson from long range. Shot clock at 6. Batum finds Kennard. No good from the left block. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Tucker. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Now here's Teague. Outside Portis. He kicks to Middleton. Corner shot, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Morris. Milwaukee with the rebound. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Stolen by Tucker. Middleton for 3. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Mann. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Middleton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. Teague just rises up and never stops.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Batum finds Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Now Jackson, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Puts it up. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. That's a 2 from Kennard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Outside Jackson. And the 3 off target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 4-man position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's George missing. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Now the Bucks moving it up. For 3, Middleton gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Holiday with it. 5 points in the game. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 4. It's George on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Leonard looking around. The pass to Cousins. Shot clock at 5. From about 16. And that one's good. Leonard. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Beverly against Holiday. Middleton on the wing. From deep. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
George finds Beverly. Back to George. A 3-ball. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's T. Middleton outside. Kicks to Holiday. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Teague dishes to Holiday. Portis against Ibaka. Teague the pass to Portis. And a lot of contact on that. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Bucks leading by 6. Middleton left side. To the inside. Here's Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
6 to shoot. Here's Portis. And again, the Bucks miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Off on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, up by. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker, Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Outside Leonard. Morris outside. Now here's George. Here's the 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Clock at 4. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Holiday, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Clippers trail by 4. And George kicks to Beverly. High post to Ibaka. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
What you love about Holiday, the effort he gives night in and night out. Quality kid, really strong work ethic.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morris outside. Back to Ibaka. On the wing, George. Clock at 6. Over Giannis. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Ibaka.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton from the arc. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The 3 from George. Good on the 3-point shot. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Ibaka against Middleton. Yep, that one goes in there.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Antetokounmpo against George. Antetokounmpo inside. Rebound by the Clippers. 3 on 3. Ibaka, no luck. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game, and they pick up 2.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Leonard. Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Makes it off the glass.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
1:32 left here in the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Now, here's George. Pass to Beverly. For the 3, Lopez with the steal. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Middleton with it. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And it's Holiday at the elbow. Fires the 3. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Middleton's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
The 3 from Leonard. That one doesn't go. Off target with that shot. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Holiday gets the bucket.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Irving. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Harris passes to Griffin. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and it's the Bucks on the break. Lobs it up for Holiday. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball. DiVincenzo against Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Kept alive. Launches a three. Rebound, Milwaukee. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. The shot missing. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving passes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Outside for Griffin. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here's Giannis. Lopez finds Giannis. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. Holiday, no one around him. And no good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Pops it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, to stop the run. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Irving dishes to Harden. Passes it to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Middleton's got 5.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Now, here is Irving. Left side, Griffin. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Irving. Right side, Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Here's Giannis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Middleton can't get it to go. 4-on-3 break. Here's Brown. Back to Irving. With 4 seconds on the clock. Count it.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the two guard.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least challenge it and disrupt the shooter.
It's tipped. Now here's Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Great positioning on the putback. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's Portis, high post. And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here is Durant. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 5. Three-pointer. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, one of the strongest part of Tucker's game is knocking down that three-point shot. He doesn't need much space to get it off.
Durant against Middleton. Right side, Kevin Durant. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Back to Teague. The tray. And it's Durant with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Green finds Durant. Nets passing it around. Brown outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. Here's Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Got a piece of it.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And it's Middleton penetrating, and he bangs it home with one hand.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
It's Durant on the wing. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
But they'll get another chance. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Now, Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He kicks it to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, He's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Teague, the pass to Portis.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layups.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he makes both free throws. Irving with it. Pass to Jordan. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. 1 second left. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Griffin finds Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 7 points.
As dead-eye an outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
And here is DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez. No good on that one. Jordan with some nice D. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Here's Middleton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. 6 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 5.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Irving surveying the floor. Lopez with the steal. That's tipped. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer no good. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. The rebound by the Bucks. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Now here's DiVincenzo.
3.
He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Harden the pass to Harris. Great D that time from Middleton.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Jordan against Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Holiday against Irving. Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Puts it up from 17. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. The 3 from KD. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton on the wing. Wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 13 points for Chris Middleton.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
And there's the pass to KD. He feeds it to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got his first points of the game.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Middleton, and he dunks it down.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
Dinwiddie outside. Over Holiday. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Nets. They're up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. We've got Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. It's good.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Outside Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Brown dishes to Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
So for the Nets, Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Outside Holiday. Passes to Portis. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's KD. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks trail by 5. It's 2-on-1. Back to DiVincenzo. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant has subbed in for Joe Harris. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's KD. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's a 5-point Nets lead. Milwaukee has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Holiday against Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Inside and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nets?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Jordan finds Harden. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. And the Nets lead by 7. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first that stretches their lead to 8.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
The drive by Giannis goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Jumps up. Count it.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Class of 2020 was in.
Thank you, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Thomas is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at small forward. Now here's Covington. Collins finds Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. One-on-one here. Outside Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Now here's Middleton. Shoots over Covington. Middleton can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That's good from Collins on the assist from Covington.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Lillard against Holiday. Collins looking around. Fires the 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Wow, where does this offense go when Collins is able to make threes?
Giannis kicks to Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 1.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Lillard. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Collins. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And it's Simons missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Simons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Here's Simons. Here's the teardrop. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Pass to Lopez. DiVincenzo against Powell. And the basket is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Teague finds Middleton. The high post shot, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be right back.
When I'm training in the summer, before practice, after.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with. Here's McCollum. And he lays it straight in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
Tucker, the pass to Teague. Back to Tucker. Holiday looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. Portis kicks it to Tucker. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's Teague. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, nice shifty move from Teague that helped create the look.
Teague against McCollum. Pass to Canner. McCollum outside. To the middle. Here's Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Lillard against Holiday. The pass to Powell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. McCollum against Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Down low. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The first free throw is good.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Lillard attacking. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Lets it go from deep, and Drew Holiday with the three. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now, Drew aggressive there, right? You can see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Passes it to Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. Feeds it to Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Lopez with the ball. Nurkic with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Collins kicks to Lillard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. To the paint, here's Nurkic, back to Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's an attack mindset from Lillard. We know he loves the three, but fully confident getting inside and has the ability to score there.
Covington against Middleton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Giannis passes to Middleton. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Trailblazers trail by 8. And Lillard throws it down.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Teague against Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Teague, the pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Bucks lead by 8.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Lillard against T. To the wing on the left. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. The 3 from McCollum. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Holiday in for T. Inside, Cantor dishes to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lock at 6. Jones, no one around him, but they recover it. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Anthony. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Portis, and he makes that one.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with a perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
The 15-footer, Cantor. That one good for 2. Cantor's got 6.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Tucker finds DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Portis. Pulls up on the wing. That one's not going to go. There's Hollis Jefferson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
They've got Jones. Anthony out there with Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's McCollum in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Stolen.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Bucks leading by 7, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting around 41% on the night. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
To the middle, here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And that one drops for him.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 7. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 9. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And that'll be 2 for... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Lillard against Holiday. There's the 3. Lillard misses.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Fires from deep. Holiday against Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday goes in. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Giannis against Collins. Antetokounmpo inside. And Giannis throws it down.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Holiday against Lillard. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. A shot block by Giannis.
DiVincenzo with it. For 3, Middleton doesn't go for him. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Collins.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard, right side. From deep three-point range, it drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And it's Middleton penetrating. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Collins. Money!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our